Do you have or want to buy one of our folding canopy tops for a Centurion with a Battle Advanced tower or a Supreme with an F-Series tower, but you need to collapse your tower often because of clearance issues? Then keep watching. This video is for you. We're going to show you our quick pivot hardware option for our so-long folding canopy top that makes the whole process faster and easier. We'll also show you a pro tip for those that may not need to buy the kit because you only need that extra clearance once in a while. The quick pivot hardware upgrade is designed for the boat owners who frequently need more clearance, whether that's getting your boat in and out of the garage with a low door or getting under a low clearing bridge. Before we get into the quick pivot setup, let's talk about the standard configuration. In the standard configuration, the tower collapses, but the folding canopy top stays fixed in relation to the tower. So as the tower pivots down, the canopy goes with it, and the angle of the top stays the same relative to the tower. That means when the towers collapse, the folding canopy top is often still the highest point. This is where we want to give an important word of caution. This video happens to be filmed on a Centurion FE23, but every model with this tower can be a little bit different. On some boats, the tips of the folding canopy may or may not press into the upholstery when the tower is collapsed. On others, it may come close to or in contact with the windshield or other components of the boat. So be careful when collapsing your tower, especially for the first time, and pay close attention to clearances. In some cases, even with the top sticking up, simply collapsing the tower gives you all the clearance you need. But in other cases, you may need to maximize clearance and need the folding canopy to pivot too. Now here's the pro tip. If you only need that extra clearance once a year, like for winter storage, you may not even need the kit at all. With the standard hardware, you can simply remove the front bolt on each side, loosen the rear bolt, and pivot the folding canopy top in a similar way. This gives you much of the same function, but it takes more effort because you have to manually remove and loosen the hardware each time. That simple step can save you the cost of the quick pivot kit. But if you're collapsing the tower often, like every time you go boating, this is where the quick pivot makes a lot of sense. This kit is built for frequent use. If you have a Battle or F-Series tower already, but not a Bimini top, and are considering one of our folding canopy tops, and you need all the clearance you can get, you can order the whole new top with the quick release pivot hardware already included. If you already have one of our tops, you can upgrade by swapping out the main mounting bracket with the quick release pivot kit. So here's how it works. With the quick pivot setup and all the hardware installed, all you need to do is pull the spring-loaded pin on each side and twist. This will release the tower and allow the top to pivot, then collapse. Once the towers collapse, the folding canopy top will no longer be the highest point. When you need to set it back up, simply stand the tower back up, rotate the canopy into place, and rotate the knobs on the spring-loaded plungers until the pin secures the top back in place. Before we move on to how to install, I wanted to reiterate that on some models, Supreme models in particular, even with this quick pivot system, the brackets may still come in contact or close contact with the windshield or other components of the boat. Always want to collapse the tower with extreme caution. If this is something you're interested in, keep watching. Next, we'll walk you through how to swap out your existing hardware if you already have one of our folding canopy tops, or simply how to install, whether it's a new top or conversion. If you're installing this as a retrofit upgrade on an existing top, start by removing the canvas from the frame, then remove the stainless steel pipe from the tube assembly. To remove the pipe, loosen the set screws at the back of the black tubes and simply slide the stainless steel pipes out. Next, remove the two bolts from each side of the tower and take the existing brackets off the tower. Then, you'll need to swap out the large flat mounting plates from the old setup to the new quick pivot hardware components. You simply remove the 3 bolts on each tube assembly and swap out the plates and reinsert the 3 bolts. Just be sure to keep them oriented in the same direction. The new mounting base brackets will come assembled, but they should be left a little loose and not fully tightened. That's intentional. Set the plate in the mounting base, insert the shoulder bolt into the back to align the plate and the mounting base. Then make sure the spring-loaded plunger is installed, then tighten up the bolts that make up the mounting base. This will ensure the holes line up exactly. Next, install the new complete assembly onto the tower with the shoulder bolt in the back and the standard bolt up front. Once everything is in position, double check alignment of the spring-loaded pin and retighten and recheck all of the fasteners. Next, slide the stainless steel frames back into the tubes and retighten. Reinstall the canvas back on the frame. Here's one more pro tip. The rubber So Long label goes at the back and bottom of the top. Once installed, this kit allows you to quickly pivot your folding canopy top for those customers who need to collapse their tower frequently. As I mentioned before, remember each model with these towers can vary a bit. Always pay close attention to clearances. If you have any additional questions about this or any of our products, we're always here to help. Thanks for watching.